But for me growing up, that was a long time ago, mind you, when arriving at the school gates, I came into another world, one that was worlds apart from at home. And at home, we had food that was different. Our family members wore clothes that were different, spoke languages that were different. When it came to prayers, we prayed differently. And in school every morning, we sang hymns. We didn't really think much about it. We just code switched at the school gates. And it was fine, we just switched into a different mode, something we just accepted, like wearing uniform at school, and then when you go home, you go into your normal clothes. Our hybrid identities, which we consist of, it was kind of fun because we were able to jump in and out of the different parts of who we are. But through this experience of this crazy thing called life, I reflected back to ponder on this code switching which happened every day. I began to realize, for me, having to leave a part of my identity at the school gates wasn't so great. And I yearned to be proud of all aspects of my hybrid identity, and especially my faith as a Muslim. It became to be a problem when I became insecure and perhaps even ashamed of some aspects of my identity. I desperately tried to fit in with everyone else and hide a big part of who I was. In the media, people began presenting Islam in a negative light, which felt nothing like the Islam that I was taught growing up. People started believing in the lies that were told about this religion I belonged to. I yearned to tell people that my religion is not what you think it is, but I lacked the knowledge and confidence to speak up. Instead, I chose to stay quiet and switch at the school gates. Today, presenting Quran in the city at King Edward's, with all of you present from all the partner schools and affiliated schools in this amazing hall, it gives me great joy. We celebrate this ancient Quran, which may date back to the very lifetime of the Prophet Muhammad, which was discovered only a few minutes away, as we just heard, from where we stand. Today is a different time to my time. We have entered the gates and taken this great stage to speak about the Quran and what it means to this glorious city of Birmingham. Thanks to the world-famous chocolatier and Quaker philanthropist Edward Cadbury, the Quran fragments arrived in this city as part of the vision to make Birmingham a centre for interfaith learning. Over 100 or so years later, 30% of the population of this city now follows the religion of Islam. Who would have imagined these fragments would resonate so widely today? It's almost poetic, right? In an increasingly polarized society, perhaps these fragments are here for us to analyze and discuss, to explore what it might mean to all of us in different ways, regardless of our faith and background. This is a manuscript that is celebrated by many. For some, it's the historic value, and for others, it's the divine energy by its believers. We have an intense day of discussion and creativity, exploring the heritage of this parchment we know now as the famous Birmingham Quran. What we are doing today is historic and unprecedented. The Quran in the city takes things away from the fringes, right into the heart and at the forefront. I'm excited to be a part of Quran in the city as an artistic lead, with lots in the pipeline in the coming months. One of the key projects is the 7 Sleepers. I'm designing and building, you won't believe this, but an actual cave inspired by the Quranic and biblical story of the 7 sleepers in the cave. The public will be invited to immerse themselves inside of this cave, to sleep in overnight, in fact. Keep a lookout for that as it will be launching this summer in the city. And to conclude, I want to wish you all the best for today and encourage you to take advantage of this unique gathering here at King Edward School. I hope you get to dig deep, to learn, to connect, to be inspired here within these school gates. Thank you.